everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is launch day for the July toppers of the month. So if you're new to my channel, I release monthly quilting and cross stitch projects. In the past years, we have done trucks of the month. Those are some of my favorites. We did houses of the month. Those were also a lot of fun. Last year we did pillows of the month. Those were great. I love pulling those out each season. And then this year we are doing toppers of the month. Toppers as in table toppers or table runners. So today is launch day for July. If you've missed any of the previous ones, I do have a playlist here on YouTube, so you can check those out. And you can get all the patterns in my store at store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com. Once all the individual patterns are released, so once we get to December, I will bundle them all up in a discounted bundle for both the quilty and stitchy versions. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at our toppers. Now, before we do that, I did want to remind you that we do have some sticker packs left in our store. I have sticker packs for each month of the year. It comes in a pack of 6 stickers, and they are seasonal for each month. They are high quality, high color vinyl stickers, so you can use them on water bottles, laptops, guitar cases. I have some on my sewing machine, pretty much anywhere that you'd like to add a sticker. So those are available in my store, and I will make sure to link those below. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at our stitchy version for July. So here is our updated stitching progress. We've got January, February, March, April, May, June, and then here is our little July stitchy. Here's all of our flosses. Obviously all of that's listed in the pattern. Let's go ahead and take a closer look. All right, so here's a closer look of our July stitchy. I'm ahead, obviously, so I don't want to share any of the spoilers, but here's our July stitchy. We have a little gingham star on both sides, and then we have some red and white stripes. If you don't live in the United States, that's okay. You can totally recolor this. You could do your stars just pink, red, and white. You could make them any color you wanted. Just have fun with it, make them fun colors, and you can even do a variety of different stripe colors as well. So it's customizable if you're not in the US, but here is what our stitchy progress is looking like. And then as with previous videos, I am stitching on 14 count Ada. This is in the Charles Craft Platinum colorway, and then I am using all DMC floss. The 14 count is great if you're a beginner, and these little motifs are super simple and easy. I went through and just did the borders first, and then each month I can go in and add my motifs as they are released. So they're really easy if you're a beginner. They're not very big, and there's nothing complicated. The only things that might be new or different to you is back stitching. A couple of the months have some back stitching, and I do have a video tutorial here on how to do back stitches, half stitches, quarter stitches, and I do have a whole how to cross stitch playlist that helps you from beginning to end on how to get your supplies, how to thread your needles, how to do all of the stitches here on YouTube, so you can check that playlist out if you need help. But these are great little projects for beginners, and they don't take very much time. You can cross stitch one of these little motifs in an evening. Okay, that was the stitchy version. Let's go ahead and take a look at the quilty version. So here is, oh, it's sideways, actually, yeah, this way. So here's the July version. I think it turned out really cute, and I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but these do finish at by 20 by 20 our toppers. So if you wanted to use the instructions from last year's pillow versions, you could make these into pillows too if you don't need a table topper. I think they're really cute to put on. I put them on my kitchen table or on our living room table for the seasons, and I think it's really fun to switch them out, but you can make these into pillows, so I did just want to mention that. But here it is. I wanted to do a little postage stamp. I've always wanted to do a postage stamp. I might still do a postage stamp quilt because I think this is such cute border. So you would have like little postage stamps for, and then each different season inside. So maybe we'll do that next year. But I think this is so cute. And I've got some of my sawtooth stars. They've got a little diamond in the center, so we just snowballed those centers, and then I just did some really simple stripes on the outside, and then we did that aqua for the postage stamp border, which I think turned out really cute. For the backing, I used my cream with the cherry print, and then of course I did my gingham red binding. And then here's my label. I have these labels from Ever Emblem on, it's www.everemblem.com, and she has a variety of different labels. I think these are whimsical floral or something. If I can remember, I'll put it on the screen, but you can go to her website and just search. She has a ton of different personalized label options, and these come with backing on them, so you can heat press them on to fabric and then just stitch around them to hold them in place. This one I just folded in half and then added it in when I sewed my binding onto the back. So it's a really easy way to label your projects, smaller projects. You can use these in bags as well, pillows, table runners, little mini quilts, anything that you need a smaller label for. I think those are great. And then for the quilting on this, I did the swirls and stars. Hopefully you can see that. And this is just a quilt pattern that I came up with like several years ago. I think when I did my stars and stripes quilt might have been the first one. And it's just really easy. So I just go around the quilt, I just do swirls, and then every now and then I come to a point and just do a star and then just swirl my way out and just keep going. So it's a really easy pattern to do. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see more details on how I decide, how I figure out the pattern, and then how I go about quilting that. And I can put together a little video tutorial for you on how I quilt my projects. And these smaller projects, I always say, are a great way to try and learn how to quilt your own things because they're small, they're not overwhelming at all. It's just an easy area to move around, especially if you're doing it on your domestic sewing machine. It's less intimidating than a whole quilt. And so these smaller projects I think are great to do. And also you might not want to send these out to a quilter just because they're so small. So let me know if you'd like some more information on how I do that, and I'll do another video. I do already have 2 videos here on how to straight line and how to free motion quilt. I'll try and remember to link those below, but they're pretty old, so I could probably put together something a little bit more updated for you if you'd like to see that. So that's going to be it for today's video, our July topper launch. I hope you love this pattern. You can get them in my store at store.confessionsofahomeschooler.com. And then don't forget to join our Sew With Me group on Facebook. It is a private group, so you do have to ask to join. Make sure you answer the questions. That's how I'm trying to weed out these spammers. And then you can share all of your fun makes in there. And then in that group, a lot of times I'll throw out little sneak peeks, or you'll get pre-notification for things that are coming down the line. So it's a fun group to join. That's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming fun. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today for our July topper, and I will see you in the next video. Do not film at 9:52 a.m. But that's our progress for our stitching July. But that's our, so that is our stitchy progress for July.